everybody. Welcome to Goosey Fibers Podcast episode. And I am your host, Kate. I am the dyer behind Goosey Fibers. And this is a podcast about knitting and crochet and cross stitch and general fiber arts, except for sewing because I don't know how. Someday. Am I crooked? I think I'm crooked. Hi. Is that better? I don't know. Anyway. Hi. Welcome. Thank you everybody for subscribing and for coming back. And anybody new, hi. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. Yeah, I can't believe it's been 2 weeks. I feel like it's been really busy. Sorry, I keep trying to adjust. When the camera shoots from the bottom, I look like I have this really fat face. Anyway, thank you for joining me. And yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. Get that over there. I really can't believe time has gone by so fast, and I already have to do another podcast to try and keep a schedule of some sort, even though, honestly, I'm just not the most regularly scheduled person. Excuse me. I try for every 2 weeks, but it doesn't always work. Oh, I should tell you, here's what I'm drinking. It's just iced coffee, but it's my Tiki Mug from Forbidden Island in Alameda, California. If you are in that area and you've never gone, you definitely need to go. It's an awesome tiki bar, and I miss it. Anyway, I'm so tired. I was in bed just kind of just being tired by myself until like 10:30 this morning, and then basically willed myself up out of bed just to comb my hair a little bit and shellac my face on, because if left up to me and what I wanted to do today, it would have been Netflix binging. Oh gosh, what is the show? I keep wanting to say Abnormal, but it's not. It's Atypical. It's a Netflix show. I think it just came out this weekend, and it stars Michael Rappaport and Keira Sedgwick, and I forget who the two kids are, but they're really great. And it's about a boy. He's like 18. He's a senior in high school, I think, and he has autism, and it's basically about him wanting to be like a man and wanting to date, and it's just a really sweet show. And I don't know, it really hits. I don't know if I've talked about it. My son, he's not autistic. He's not on the spectrum, but he's in early intervention, which is this awesome program that we have in Massachusetts, because he was born premature, by 7 weeks. So premature. And because of that, often premature kids, even if they're not on the spectrum or anything, they and they're developing normally, they tend to have a delay development. So like if this is the development arc, like a 2.5-year-old, which is my son, would be here, but he's like here. So we go and we do, he has an occupational therapist that comes and works with him, and we have these play groups every week where we get to just meet up with the other kids in the program in his group, and they work on different things and art projects and everything. And anyway, it's just nice seeing things like autism and delayed development getting talked about, and getting talked about not like it's a problem, but just like this is just someone's life, and it's beautiful and it's hard and it's sweet and it's sad. I am so emotional right now, you guys. I almost just cried at that. Yeah, so it's really fun. I really like the show, and I'm honestly just going to, while this uploads, I'm just going to go back and probably binge a little bit more, because my husband's being awesome, and he knows I'm super tired today, so he and my son have just been playing our son, jeez. They've just been playing outside and having a good old dad and son bonding day and giving me time to just breathe a little bit. So yeah, that's been a lot of my 2 weeks is, it's a lot of my life, honestly, right now is just working with his therapist and getting him to work on talking and he talks now. He's mostly understood by me. So we're working on getting him more intelligible. And his muscle tone is low, so we're working on, getting him just a little bit more where he should be. So just for school, not should. There's so many terms you're not supposed to say, but whatever. I hope you guys forgive me. So yeah, it just takes up a lot of time, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and so we have a lot of things to work with together, and toddlers are tough in general. So yeah, I'm tired. The weekend rolled around this week and I was just like done. Yeah, so let's see. That's basically been my life lately. I started exercising a lot more seriously. My husband's been running for a couple months now, like 6 days a week he runs. He's doing some sort of training thing. He's never been a runner, but he started doing it because he just, we both felt like we should be showing August like healthy role models. So he's been running and he lost all of this weight. Like, he's been eating more and he lost all this weight, and I was being lazy and staying in bed while he got up. And then it just hit me last week that I was like, I want to lose weight. So I've been joining him. Every morning at 5:30 we go to the track and we run. He's doing his training. He's so much faster than I am. We don't run together. We just run at the same time. I've been doing couch to 5K, and I don't think I've noticed any difference, but except in how I feel. Like, it really is such a mood booster, and I've been really hating the running and hating getting out of bed in the morning, but loving how I feel all day after that. I am so propped up right now. Excuse me. Okay. Really close to the camera. Hi. That feels better. But I didn't run today, and yeah, I'm just like, I've seriously just been watching TV and movies this morning. It's been awesome. So that's been my 2 weeks, along with work. I have a bunch of new things to show you as far as my shop goes. Let's see, what else? I feel like there were things I wanted to talk about and I just can't remember anything. Yeah, let's see. Oh, I watched, there's some movie on HBO. It's called something. I don't know. It has Will Smith in it. It's very sweet. It's incredibly sad though, and I was like a weepy mess. So I feel like you can see bags under my eyes right now. And last night we finished watching the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We started watching it Friday night, and I fell asleep. Like right in all the action scenes. So we finished it last night, and it was good. I liked it. My husband's been watching Ozark on Netflix, and he's loving that. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. Like boring day-to-day stuff that I always wonder if anybody really even wants to hear about. So let me just jump into acquisitions, and I'll just gab along as I see fit. So I got a few things, only a couple things. A few things. Okay, I bought these Clover Amour set. it's like the teeny tiny set because if you've been watching, you know that I've just recently been teaching myself crochet using a scrap yarn and making a sampler blanket. And I fully fell down the rabbit hole. Oh my God. I fell down hard. At first I was honestly like, there's little videos I took, but I don't know what I did with them, of me trying to learn it. And I felt like my hands were all twisting around and I couldn't hold it properly, and I was getting really upset, and I ended up not sharing the videos because I was swearing a lot, like loudly, angrily, and I was like, what is up with crochet people? Why do they all like this horrible craft? And now I get it. I love it. I can't believe I love it. I've always kind of thought crochet was a little ugly. I never admitted it before, and I'm only admitting it now because I no longer feel that way. I love it now. I think something about when you make something with your hands, it stops, it takes on a whole new, I don't know, feel in your heart, like it's suddenly you see something and you put this work into it, and now I can look at other people's crochet work and see what they've worked on and see like just the amount of time it must have taken and the amount of skill that goes into something, and that really all contributes to a general appreciation. So I no longer think crochet is ugly. I think it's really pretty, and I also love how yarn looks different. I've always knitted, and so I'll knit my own colorways and I think they look so pretty, but crochet shows it in a totally different manner. I wish I had a this and that to show you, but I'll just quickly show you. So this right here is my Dance on a Moonbeam colorway, this right there, and it's so different looking in crochet. I feel like I love the modeling in it. Ugh, so pretty. So acquisitions. I bought these crochet hooks from Clover on Amazon, and it's like size 1.75 millimeter is the biggest, and it has 0.6 millimeters is the smallest, and it's like so small you can barely see a hook. Let's see if I can show you. So I bought this because I thought a blanket was essentially as crazy as you can get crochet wise, right? What crazier thing could you do with a blanket? It's a king size blanket I'm making in fingering weight. And so I was, I only knew of like the basic yarn sizes, like all the way down to lace weight. I had no idea crochet went beyond that. So here's the 0.6. Oh, can you see how tiny? It's gonna be just blurry because it like can't focus on something this tiny. I wonder if I hide my face. No, it can't even show it. It's just showing up as this blur. It is so small. I mean, it's like a needle. It's sharp on the rounded end. So I making this blanket, and I'm like, what will be my next crazy project? Because I feel like it's just fun having something completely kooky that you're like, everyone's like, you're nuts. Why would you even do that to yourself? Because it's fun. Because challenges are good. So I decided I'm going to make a tablecloth, like some old worldy kind of tablecloth. And just like a basic blank, not white, but like the natural color of yarn. And I figured a tablecloth is probably going to be lace weight. I had no idea. It goes down to thread in crochet, maybe in knitting, and I just had no idea all these years. But like thread, and then there's different levels of thread. And so like the bigger the number of the thread, the smaller it is. Sort of like cross stitch, like the bigger the number of the fabric, Like Aida 18 count is a smaller count, or a smaller square than like a 14 count. It's like that. So I found a tablecloth I really want to make. It's very old world. It's like a pineapple sort of design, because pineapples are good luck, I guess. And it uses a crochet 20 thread, which is like, I think it's like 3, 5, 10, and then 20. So 20 is like teeny tiny. It's not the tiniest, but it's tiny. I'm completely crazy, and I can't wait to do it. I really can't wait to get started, even though it'll probably be like down the line, because I do think I need to do some like things other than just a blanket to get better at crochet first. But this was my first step. Some nice clover hooks. I was naturally drawn to clover hooks just because I like the different colors, the color coordination, and I like the grippy soft thing. And then as I started learning, everyone was like complimenting me on the clover hooks, because I guess these are like some of the good ones to get. I know there's really hard metal ones. I bought these forever ago, just like a really cheap kind of, I just needed a hook for some sort of knitting project. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like a knitting project where you start in the center and go out. So you needed like a few, a crochet chain. And I remember being furious that I had to buy crochet hooks, because I was like, I am a knitter. I am not a crocheter. I don't want a crochet hook. I don't like doing crochet for knitting projects. But now I'm glad that I have. So I had a baseline. I knew how to do a crochet chain. Anyway, these are what I used, and these are just like hard, they're aluminum. And it really is amazing difference between like, these are just comfortable to hold, these clovers. This is a USD 3.25 millimeter, and this is what I've been using on my blanket. Shoving everything over here. So that was one acquisition for a project way down the road. Oh, my husband started mowing the lawn. And then let's see, another, oh, I just got this in the mail today, and I'm really excited about it. I've had it in my Amazon shopping cart forever, even though not until recently was I a crocheter. So I saw really, I don't know why, other than I like the idea of making August toys. This is Edward's Crochet Imaginarium, and it is so cute. You can't show too much because, okay, like it's like you have all these options for head and arms and feet. And so you can make your own monster. And it has like the directions for each thing on the opposite side of the page. So you have the directions right there in front of you, and it's spiral bound, so you can keep it open easily, which is really thoughtful. So look at what I just made. How cute is that? And it has directions for each different sizes. I'm so excited for this. So it gives you the standard form to work with, and then you add the head, the arms, and the legs, and it has a tail section. How cute is this? This must be her son. This is by Carrie Lord. Can you imagine? I want August to have just like a million cute stuffed animals that he loves. So these are the different sizes. I think this is in, chunky weight yarn. I'm gonna start with this. This is a DK yarn, and I think it says hook size 3 millimeters, which is not like a typical US size. So I don't know what to do there. If you guys have any suggestions, should I just use a 3.25 or 2.75, or should I there is a set on Amazon from Japan. It's a clover set, but it's not Amour, it's like Amure. And that has a size, a 3 millimeter. So I don't know. I would love your suggestions, all you crocheters out there, because I don't know. I have no idea if that matters or not. Anyway, I'm super excited. I have a bunch of DK weight stuff. So yeah, I've just been sort of eyeing my stash over here. It's all the way up there though, so I don't want to get up because I'm not wearing pants. I only got this ready. Everything below is just not camera fit. So yeah, those are 2 acquisitions. Last time I podcast, I almost said last week, but that was 2 weeks ago. I was talking about Rhinebeck and needing a Rhinebeck sweater, and sorry. Oh, that's so good. I was going to go with the Helga Isager. I'm not gonna fall down that again. A book by Helga I. But it's in Danish, and her patterns are so pretty, but I was worried about getting frustrated with maybe language translations. So and also it's a lot. It's like brioche, and I just sort of want an easier sweater to just like have ready for Rhinebeck, and then once that's done, I can work on something else. But so I decided on Granito by Joji Locatelli. And okay, like her color choices, I feel like Joji's color choices are always exactly the sort of color choices I go with, but I really wanted to do something a little crazy and way out of my comfort zone. I don't know why, I just really did. So I decided to do Tesseract. How kooky is this? These are not ever, I love the colors. This is one of my favorite colorways. It's a Wrinkle in Time colorway, Tesseract. But these are not colors I wear. It's showing up pretty true. Well, gosh, the color keeps shifting on me. I don't know. I hope this is showing up true to color. It's showing a little bit more pink and violet than the blue, but it's pretty true. I just think this will be fun, and it takes like what's largely just stockinette. It has this cute pocket though. That was honestly the selling point why I really wanted it. But it looks like it's a lot of like just TV watching knitting. So I really just kind of wanted to do something fun that kept my interest, and my hair is so funny today. Yeah, so this is going to be my Rhinebeck sweater. So if you see someone in a kooky colorway in Rhinebeck, clearly you'd be there too, say hi, because I really would love to meet other knitters, because that is something that I miss out on where we live. It's not the friendliest town where we live, honestly. People are not super into knitting, it seems like, and so I'm sort of the kooky mom, and it would be nice to make some knitting friends and crochet friends, and not feel like I'm a weirdo for it, because I don't think it's weird to make things. I think it's super cool. But yeah, so that's gonna be my Rhinebeck sweater. And I also bought this pad. Did I buy it or was it free? I can't remember. By Isabel Kramer. It's one of the Miss Babs patterns they've been putting out lately. But isn't that pretty? I love the like cabling down here. It's largely stockinette again. I do find with cabling, I tend to want a tonal color. Like, I don't really love variegation with cabling because I feel like they sort of drown each other out. So this is a Giant's Dream, I decided. So that'll be another sweater that I want to work on because the fall is coming, and so I'm obsessed with all my Princess Bride colorways because they're super fall colors. I don't know why, I just went that way. But yeah, I love Giant Stream because it looks like it's just sort of boring brown, but it has a ton of undertones to it. Gosh, I wish I could show it better on this camera. It's got like reds and it has greens and oh, there's some green. But it's mostly a brown, so I'm still gonna call it a tone. It is a tonal, but it has some interest to the tonal, which I love. I know I should just be a dyer that can just do a basic tonal, and I do have some that are just one color all the way through. Like, I'll show you this. This is one of my, I always keep so much of my yarn for myself, you guys. So this is, I open at the close. It's a Harry Potter one. So this is just a straight up bright tonal yellow. It's super fun. This is my sparkle. Can you see it sparkle? Ah, I love it. So I do tonals, but I do often have to stop myself at the dye pots because I'll do one color and I mean for it to be a tonal, and then I'm like, what about a little speckling? So I always have to sort of force myself to knock it off. Sorry again. So yeah, Giant Stream on Optica. But I've never done an Isabel Kramer pattern. I always find myself drawn to her when I look at the sort of what's trending on Ravelry, because I am like a Q slut. I don't know. Like I have like 1,300 things in my queue, my Ravelry queue, because I just am like, someday, yes. So I do find myself often drawn to her patterns. So I just love that cabling. It's so pretty. So yeah, I want to work on this too. It would be so cool to have a couple Rhinebeck sweaters. I know it's still like August and maybe it's too early to think about Rhinebeck, but I am so excited, you guys. I've never done any kind of, I've never gone to a fiber festival. I shouldn't say done. It's not like have a booth or anything. I'll just be there as a customer. But I've never gone to a fiber festival of any sort. I was supposed to go to Vogue Knitting Live this past January, but I got incredibly sick like the night before. Incredibly sick. I had to go to urgent care on the day of. Like, we had driven all the way, my brother and sister-in-law live in Princeton, New Jersey, so we were staying with them, and then my sister-in-law and I were going to take the train into the city and have the whole day of it. And I wasn't feeling good the night before when we got there, and then I couldn't sleep, and I woke up and I couldn't speak at all, and my throat was literally out to here. So I had to go to urgent care. I had to get all this medication. It was awful, and I missed Vogue Knitting Live. And then every podcast I watched was like, we're at Vogue Knitting Live. And I was so salty about it. Oh, so I don't care. I could have fainting spells left and right, and I'm going to Rhinebeck. It's happening. Plus we rented this house, and it's going to be my brother and sister-in-law, who I really don't get to see a lot. And their son, Danny, who is just a year older than August, so I think it'll be really cute when the boys get together. And my parents. We have this big old house rented. I'm really excited. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. And honestly, I'm just excited for the fall because that's my favorite season. And it's a really big reason to live in New England because the fall in California is just not really anything to write home about, but the fall in New England is primo stuff. So I'm just so excited. Oh my gosh, this is our first fall in this house, and I'm so pumped. I really every time there's a chill in the air, I seriously am like, oh, is it happening? So, yeah, really pumped. So, that's it for acquisitions. Enabling. I hope I got you guys to buy something. You don't have to buy anything. I'm not paid by anybody. So let me just show you the only thing I've been working on. I did cast a pair of socks on. I forget what they're called. They're from the new pom-pom. Oh, wait. I have it right here. They are the festoon. Is that right? It is the festoon socks. Is there no better picture than this? Hold on a second. I should have been prepared. Talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. Oh my gosh. I know there's a good picture here somewhere, because they do all their pictures in the beginning and then the patterns at the end of the book. I don't want to call it a magazine because I feel like it's a book. Oh my gosh. Oh, here they are. So these are the socks I cast on. But honestly, I have like the cuff of one of them done because I fell down the rabbit hole. I can't do anything but crochet. I still have like 4 huge cakes left of my scrap yarn. So I don't know. I'm really sorry if next time I podcast it's still just all about the blanket. But I really am having a hard time doing anything else because I just am loving it. Sorry, I'm trying to put these in order of how I want to crochet them. So here's what I have. Here's the front. There's me. It is such a dog to work with. It's a really long blanket. So when we last talked, I was right, I think, in this first line of bobbles, right? Here's the bottom of the blanket. I was somewhere around here. And so I've added all of this. So, can you see it okay? I hope. I'll just do another demo of how ridiculous I am. For my very first time crocheting, making a king-size blanket with drape in fingering weight. But I do love it. Like, you know, and I'm not really in a rush because it's just my scrap yarn. And I don't know, there's no rush. I don't need it for anything. It's just a learning process. Here we are at the end. It's crazy, right? So yeah, it's just learning all the different things. So there's a wave here. You can't really see it. Lots of single crochets and half doubles. I'm only using the US terms because I went off on a tangent about that last time. I don't understand why we can't all use the same terms. I know it's the US being difficult. I guess we just like things our way. I don't know. So here's half doubles. There's some granny striping. Or wait, no, these are what, lark's foot or something? You're supposed to do it in different colors so you can actually see that like a row from like 2 rows up is actually hooking into a bottom row, but it's just scrap yarn, so you can't really see it. So yeah, this is Miss Babs from my Find Your Fade shawl. This is me. This is this sort of mauvey is Carolina, from the dress that I made, the peacock dress I made my friend. This is my Goosey Fibers Dance on a Moonbeam. Oh, oh gosh, it's over there. I made a really pretty shawl with that. This is Stardust Dance on a Moonbeam, also, or Stardust Goosey Fibers that I also used on the shawl. This is Hedgehog Fibers, I think. This is birthday cake, I want to say. This is leftover from one of the very first art blanks I ever made that really wasn't very good, but looks pretty. Oh wait, no, this is a good one. No, this is Family Reunion, the springtime one. Sorry, I was thinking of this down here was the first art blank. Yeah, this is Family Reunion. I think this is Miss Babs, maybe, and this is Miss Babs. I did my Find Your Fade in entirely Miss Babs, so I have a lot of scrap left over from that. Yeah, so that's my blanket. That's really all I've been doing lately. I'm just gonna plop this down here. Oh my gosh. And then just work. I've been stocking up a lot on colorways. Yeah, and art blanks also. So I actually just recently restocked up on, sorry, these are still wet because I was painting a lot yesterday. So this is Commute. This is in the shop. Oh, I guess it's shop update time, guys. Sorry. I should have said something. Shop update. So yeah, I've been restocking. This is Commute. Yeah, the bear is my favorite. He's driving a taxi. And I don't know if you like, I feel like the bear is my spirit drawing animal. It seems like I draw bears a lot. So yeah, this is just sort of fun. It's like a really sort of purpley gray. It's like light gray, and then I do it, it's actually the same exact color, but I just darken it around the edges, and it has a real purple tone to it, which is pretty. And then it's like pops of color. So I think it's a really fun speckly project yarn. I almost said sock, but you don't have to use these on socks. And then I had discontinued this because I was really tired of making it. This art blank takes forever. It takes about 4 hours because it's a lot of line painting, and that can just take a really long time for me. My husband was reminding me yesterday that it's like 10,000 hours, right, on anything, and then you can consider yourself a master. I guess that's 10,000 hours of doing anything, and I guess that really, yeah, gives you mastery level. So I have a long ways to go. Maybe when I hit mastery level, I will have figured out a way to speed up my art process. But for now, here's Family Reunion. This is the springtime color. It's back by popular demand. Literally, like every day people were messaging me asking if I'd ever bring it back. And so I'll keep stocking it in the store until I get sick of it again. And then I'll probably take it back down. But here we are. Family Reunion. Bunch of bears. This is my favorite, the panda, because she's sassy. This is my husband's favorite. He calls him Happy Bear. He's just looks happy, I guess. Yeah, I just find it so fun. Yeah, I've been considering painting the lines in something other than, like, it's actually like a deep, like, steely blue, but it basically is black. Because I don't know if everyone likes black speckling in their work, but I like it. And also I have tried using different colors, and it's just, it shows up a little different. I'll show you. This one's wrapped, but I think, well, no, I mean, this is actually, I used a deep, deep green. Sorry for the, I guess it's not a big difference. Maybe I'll start changing it up just so it can speckle deep green. Yeah, I don't know. I get a little fussy sometimes if I do something too many times. I start looking for ways to change it up and keep it interesting. And then yesterday I officially took my Always out of my shop. So this is one of my more popular colorways. It might be insanity for me to take it down because it is really pretty, but it is the most fickle colorway I have. I have no other colorways that give me the trouble that Always gives me. I have my recipe, it's detailed, and it's just like, they're all different. And obviously indie yarn is always different. None of them are exactly alike. But Always is fickle. So I don't know. I might change up my dye process and bring it back. Or maybe I just need a break from it for a little while. So pretty much what I have left, which might be like this sparkle guy and like a DK or something, is really all there is that's left. Yeah, I just need a break. I did start dyeing a brand new art blank. They're soaking wet right now. All my dry ones already sold, which is so funny because I didn't think they would sell well. But they did. I was asked to do like man colors, right? Like deep blues and greens and grays and browns. So I spent a while drawing bugs, like just bugs I see around. I'm sorry I keep coffee breaking, but I will fall down asleep if I don't keep caffeinating myself today. So I'm gonna show you, I'll pop a picture of, it's called Entomology. So hopefully a picture popped up right then, and it's a really pretty gray that I use as the background. This was my initial try. See, there's like a fly, I don't know if it's a wasp, I don't even know. I just took a picture of a wasp and then, or whatever this gross bug was. And then, you know, tried to get comfortable drawing it. Painting it. On the back is a beetle. Sorry, you can't see it very well. This is not what's in the shop though. What's in the shop, the colors are slightly different and it's a gray background, because on this one, I don't know, I was trying to do like a mottled brown, but the browns are a little bit too different and they were clashing, I think. So I really don't know what to do with this guy. I just have him here. He's not up for sale in the shop. He's just here driving me a little crazy. But yeah, this is my new design. I am working on a couple more. I'm thinking of maybe doing a new design every month, but I might actually start a blank of the month club for like 3 months at a time, so people can just join as they want, and then I can send you like a mystery blank and like maybe a skein of yarn together, or just a mystery blank. I might have a few different clubs that I set up. Wow, I'm saying a lot. Yeah, I want to start doing clubs. I don't know if I'm popular enough yet, if Goosey Fibers is there yet, but I'd like to just sort of sample the waters a little bit, and I might start with yarn blanks. I've also been thinking about an advent calendar, excuse me. I was watching everybody get them last year on their podcasts, and I really want to do one. I'm gonna do 2 different kinds. I'm gonna have one that's 25 20 grams. Or maybe I should just stick with that. I might just stick with that. I was gonna say, because it's an advent calendar, so you have to do like 25 days. Or maybe I'll do a 12-day one, like 12 days of Christmas, of bigger skeins, like 50-gram skeins. I think that could be really fun. So I've been working on stuff and ideas. I have a whole scratch pad of crazy ideas. So I'm gonna set those out actually really soon. Probably the end of the month I'm gonna have pre-orders go up so that I can have everything dyed and mailed out by mid-November, so that everyone has what they need in time for their fun Christmas knitting. Hopefully by then people are knitting only for themselves and not doing last-minute projects, but if people are anything like me, everything is a last-minute project. So those are my ideas coming up. I also have been working on my website a lot more, gooseyfibers.com, and I am adding a mailing list that'll just sort of give you updates as needed, or just to say hi. But I'm not really a big person for like just like emails just to get emails, so it'll only be when like I have something to say or there's updates or coupon codes or things like that. So if you're interested, you should pop on over and subscribe. gooseyfibers.com. Anyway, I have a few more shop updates. I'll do them really quick. This is more Princess Bride. This is As You Like It, showing up super true to color, which is so great. Look at me slouching, I'm like, anyway, As You Like It. I love this one. It's mostly this really pretty golden tan, but it has a little bit of light speckling. And then this I actually put on Instagram asking people to help me decide. So this is just such a fun, variegated colorway in all these pretty fall colors. And I said, should this be Thwarted Romantics or should this be Unemployed in Greenland? And you guys, I mean, other than one person who agreed with me that it should be Thwarted Romantics, everyone went with my husband. So this is officially Unemployed in Greenland. And I do think that's an awesome name for it. I mean, they were both my names, so. Unemployed in Greenland. Thank you all so much for helping me name it. I'm thinking of, I just hit a milestone, I think, in Instagram followers, so I actually need to do a giveaway. So this might be part of the giveaway. Stay tuned for that. Okay, and now I have, those are my named ones. So the other thing I've been doing this weekend, other than painting art blanks, is dyeing some new colorways. This is the only new colorway I have that's named. This is Professor Sprout for Harry Potter. It's just so fun. Super true to color also. It's like yellows and greens and grays. So pretty. It's honestly, I often shy away from yellows, but I really like this. I don't know. I also thought of calling this Tortoise Shell, but I can't resist a Harry Potter name. I just can't. So Tortoise Shell, and then I thought Professor Sprout and was like, bingo, done. Okay, so these are my unnamed. I know who they go with mostly. This is going to be a Princess Bride colorway. It is mostly this really pretty, not burgundy, sort of like a cranberry, I guess, but it has some like golds and browns in there, and it has some pops of like a muted purples. Super true to color. Love it. Ugh, I love this. And this I can't decide. I think, no, I just decided. I've been going back and forth and back and forth. This is Phoenix Tears. Harry Potter, obviously. Isn't that so pretty? It's like this super pale pink with some of the natural cream showing through of the yarn, with like some, in just some places, some really heavy speckling of like deep purpley reds. Ugh, I love this. So Phoenix Tears, this will all be going in the shop. If not tonight, then by tomorrow. And then these two are fully unnamed. This is definitely hot pink. I had to. I realized I had no hot pink. And I want to do a Penguono sweater by Stephen West. Because when do I not want to do another sweater to add to my repertoire? But I really do. It has the tiniest bit of black speckling. But yeah, this is either going to be a wrinkle. Gosh, it's making things light up in here. Either a Wrinkle in Time or maybe a Blade Runner. But I'm thinking Wrinkle in Time because I'm just feeling that series right now. And this is the last one. This is my new favorite colorway. Oh my gosh. I love it so much. I have no name for it. It is going to be Wrinkle in Time. Is that not incredible? Ah. Oh, I love it so much. True to color too. Oh, I mean, this has like everything. It has like deep greens and sort of lime greens and these really pretty aqua blues and purples. It has a little bit of brown. It has sort of like, where is it? There's like peachy colors in here. Here's some more of the brown. Oh my God. There is some peachiness to it somewhere. There's a little bit of peachy. So pretty. Honestly, like, I love this colorway. I love it. I can't get enough. So this will be in the shop soon once I come up with a name. It's gonna be Wrinkle in Time inspired, but I just don't quite know the name yet. So that is shop update. Yay, we made it through. And that's mostly it. Usually I don't really have a structure for my podcast yet. You'd think I would, but I don't. That's basically it. I already talked about future projects and a little flash of light there. What I'm working on now and life in general, and yeah, I can't believe it went so fast. So thank you guys. I think I'm just gonna end it here. Thank you so much for joining me as I slump into this couch. My gosh. Thank you for joining me as always. I really do appreciate your time, and I appreciate making new friends who are as interested in the fiber arts as I am. I'm so happy to get to talk to you guys, and I really genuinely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. And go. Hi everybody, welcome to Goosey Fibers podcast. I am Kate, and this is a podcast about being off screen like crazy. Oh, bless you. Love that body.